Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we're going to take a deep dive into Sector. Sector is marvelous. It's a stochastic loop slicer. You import a loop. I'll show you how to do all this. You import a loop and you can slice it up into various different ways. At the moment, this, if we go here, is sliced into 16 different sectors. And if we press play, it will just play the loop. So I'm going to make this a little bit easier. I'm going to open this and I'm going to choose the amount of sectors to be 8. And I'm going to hit OK. All right. And now it's sliced it into 8 different sectors. You can make Sector incredibly complex and you can make it do wild, incredible things with loops. But unless you understand the basics, it can all become very confusing very quickly. So for example, if I randomize this, if I hold this here, you see it looks complicated already and you're thinking, oh, what's going on? So what I'm going to do is clear and get back to our original. To connect one sector to another sector, you choose a sector, pick another sector here and drag this up, and you'll see at the top here the percentage that those two sectors will play against each other. So if we choose this one now and then pull this one up to around the same, you'll see that those two sectors are connected. There's around a 50% chance that they'll trigger each other as the loop tracks round. Like that. So it won't happen every time. Okay, so you could pick another sector now, join it to this one. Pick this sector and join it to this one. Very cool. Okay. So that's basically how you connect sectors together in the map view. These down here, you have map, sequence, and warp. So map, sequence, and warp. And these are memories. Okay. So for example, if I randomize this now and go to map 2, you'll see that there's nothing there. So you can play this, right? This map, which is quite complex now. Go to map 2 and it will just play through the loop as per normal. You can go back. Okay, so you've connected some, you've understand how the map memory works, and you have 4 slots for each of the memory, the sequence, and the map, the sequence, and the warp. Let's look at the sequence for a moment. The sequence can be up to, I think it's 64 steps. But let's reduce this sequence right down to, say, 8 steps. You can go down all the way to 1 step. Let's put it on to 8 steps. Pick a color. Click a position. Click, click, click. And then pick this color. And then click, click, click. So what's going to happen now is it's only going to play those 2 slices. Let's pick this color. You can also, right, if you hold on it and drag down, you're increasing or decreasing the probability that that color will trigger. And if this is the case, if it doesn't pick it up, it will just move to the next sector. So if we add some more steps in, choose some more colours maybe. it's a blank step, it'll just play the next step. Okay. You can also randomize the sequence and it will pick from all of them. But like I said, you can do this over up to 64 steps. Randomize again. So now it's playing the sequence. And then you can still adjust the mapping here. You can clear the sequence, of course. And now it will be just playing the map. You can shuffle it backwards or forwards. You can flip it or clear it. Okay, let's take a look at the warp. The warp is where you'll have the most fun, right? Okay, so let's choose this one. Choose a warp shape. You can preview it by hitting the warp shape. Let's put another one over here and let's choose this one. So at the moment there's a 100% chance that this is going to play if it triggers this, and a 100% chance that it will play this one when it triggers this. You can also reverse the warp. So let's play that now and see what happens. Okay, so using our same principle, if we go back to our map view and connect this one to this one and select that and connect it back to that one, now we've got a good chance that these will play after each other. Cool. So you can mix. We could go to sequencer now and randomize the sequence. Randomize the map. Okay, let's clear this. Let's go to sequence and clear that. And let's just look at the warp. We can randomize the warp. Okay, so, and it randomizes everything. So let's clear this for a minute and just look at this one. Let's press stop. So now it's just, we've cleared it, it's just 100%, it's going to play forward. These here are different percentages that you can apply for this particular step. And each step has its own set of warp options, if you like. So for example, we can drag this all the way up to 50%, drag that down, and now this is 100% that it will play this warp here, which is, which one, this one? Sorry. I'm going to put that back to straight and select this one. So each time it comes around to this slice here, it's going to play this. But we can have it, say, slightly different. See, the percentages will change. So now there's a chance that when we press on a, it's going to play one of these. So let's maybe make a few adjustments to some of these other ones, shall we? And we can change a warp for anything we want. And there's some really cool ones like slow down and stuff. So let's have this like this. Let's choose one for So this is going to do some cool stuff. Let's have a chance of that. So we've got one on this now. And we've got one on this. We could put one on here as well. So let's just randomize this a little bit. And it's great because you get a little audition of the warp when you actually load it on. And now let's make some adjustments to the probability that those different ones will play. So if we go back to run now, go back to our map. Let's randomize the, well actually just let's make a few connections. So we're getting even more probability now. And what's cool, if we clear this, if we pick any of these slices and go all, oh no, sorry, let me just clear that. That's long holding, I'm just randomizing those. Pick this slice and click all once. It will connect this slice to all the other slices. Okay. Let's look at this now. These are your triggers. If I press this one now, it will trigger this, that, and then this. If I want to change a trigger, if I hold this, it says tap sectors to set triggers. So I'm going to tap that one. So I have to hold it with this and then tap it with my finger. Or I could set it to this one. And it'll play that warp as well. So if I hold this and tap this one. And as this is playing, you can tap it. Just keep tapping it to re-trigger it. This doesn't actually do anything. It's just a visual representation of what's going on here. You don't need to worry about that. This is where you can record. So if you press record, you can manage your recordings in here. And this is your project, and you can share your project there with anyone else who's got Sector, of course. Okay. Now, it's very cool, right? This is the simplified version. You can speed this up here as well, by the way. So now you'll see it's also slowing down the pitch. If you unlink it, it will keep the pitch, but slow it down. But it works best at the correct pitch. Get that back to 120. Okay, so saving a project, right? Let's open project. All we need to do is hit save, and we'll call this, just call it getting started. Now this actually at the moment is it's all quite bland and boring because the loop is bland and boring. But if it's important to get the basics. If you don't get the basics, honestly, it gets complex quick and you get lost, sort of thing. So, for example, let's go to where it says sound. At the moment, we've only been playing with 8 sectors, so we can increase this. So let's see, how many sectors can we increase it to? I'm not going to increase it to the maximum amount. 32 sectors, miles too many. But if we look at, like, say, you can go odd numbers of sectors. So let's go 18 sectors, right? Now it's connected them to 18 sectors. It's remembering our loop, our warping points as well, but each sector is now shorter, obviously. So if we go into our warp, let's just randomly select a warp for this one by clicking it once quickly. Select one for this one. Maybe this one. Cool beans. Let's look at this. Let's quickly randomize the sequence. And now it's going to use the sequence, but you see now how it's getting really complex. And you can go even worse now by randomizing the actual map. And of course, it will still remember so super complex now, and just go save and overwrite that. Okay, that's the kind of cool stuff you can do. Now, that was totally OTT. But remember also that you can do this. You can now select a new set of memories and start again. And this is per project. Or you can mix and match, right? So no sequence, no real mapping, but we've applied the warp from memory number 1. Now it's gone into sequence mode. See, it's jumping all over the place now. Or we can go into that crazy map. Okay. So let's stop this one. Let's play with some other stuff, right? So getting stuff in here is real simples, right? All we need to do is we'll go new project. Okay, and yeah, I'm happy with the changes I'd already saved. So the new project defaults to this. It gives you a drum loop from Matthew here at 124 BPM. You can see it here. So that's just the basic project. Go back to sound, go import audio, go into audio share. And now we're going to look at, say, loops for apps. All right. And I'm going to choose this funky one, which I put together in Logic Pro. Import this into the app, and it's pasted here, funky 120 wave. Well, I'm going to set this back to 120 because I know my wave is 120, and it's going to make more sense. Project, I'm going to save project as, I think I've already imported this loop, so I'm just going to call it new funk loop. Okay, hit save. So there's a little bit more going on with this loop. It's not just a drum loop, right? So let's make some adjustments, shall we? Let's go into our warp, maybe choose this sector and randomize it. Oh. Now remember, in the course of a sequence, you can select any amount of steps. So if I just go all the way back to, say, 1 step and choose this, and hit this, it's just going to play that step. Depending on how the warp is set up. So randomize. Reverse. Go back to sequence and add a few more in. Choose that color and put it there. Okay, clear the sequence. Let's go back to map. go on, pick more, like say, let's hold this one and choose this one. Let's make a few connections. And let's choose this one and hit all. Let's randomize this. Let's long hold. Choose another warp map and randomize everything by long holding. Let's go to our another warp, and we can jump to it here as well. Okay, this is cool. Let's go to sequence and map for 3. Let's reduce this to say 4 steps, but let's use just one colour. Let's use this one. Actually, so I'll play the next one after the warp, right, for example. So you can work out exactly how you want your sample slices to play. But let's look at this, right? Let's concentrate on this red one. Okay. Let's go to warp, quickly tap on random. But this is cool. Look, let's go and reduce our sectors. I'm just going to stop this. Reduce the sectors down to 4. Okay. So now this, we're going to work just on this sector here. Now I'm going to apply this and make sure that that's the only one that's going to play. So now if I run it now, I'm going to make sure that it's playing all the time. Now we can audition the different types of warp. Some of these are really cool. Put it back the right way. It's going the right way. Some of them are great. And this one will just skip it. It'll just skip the step. So if we engage some other steps, so if you go to sequencer now and just take them off. When it gets to this step, let's just check our map. It won't play until it gets to this one, which works great when you've got loads of sectors playing, because you can get it to sound all kinds of stuttery. So for example, if we go up to our max here and go, and then go into our warp and set a bunch of these for this, you get stutter gating. And don't forget, all these memories have been remembered. Random. Okay, so that's another example. We can just go, and then when we're happy with that, we can go save my new funky loop, save, and I'll load in a couple of others and show you as well. So I love Sector. It's so creative, you know, but when very first when it came out, it was very difficult to understand. I mean, I obviously read the manual in the end, which helped greatly, but it's just awesome stuff. The things you can do are just epic. So if we look at our load project here, I've got a bunch of projects here that I've played with over the last week or so while I've been preparing this. Now, it also comes bundled with absolutely tons of projects you can play with. And also, if you go to sound here, when you put load sample, not import all, but load sample, you'll get all your own samples, your custom samples that you've imported here, but you also get loads of bundled samples that you can start with as well. So it's really great in that respect. Let's go back to project. So I've been doing some real interesting stuff with Daniel's project stuff as well. So I've got one called 50s horror movie. I've got Haunted House, Hill House Group. I'm going to try Haunted House. I think this might be the one. And I recorded this music. Let's go back to our map here. There's not a lot going on. It's pretty blank at the moment. I haven't done anything to it yet. I recorded the music in Reason with a marvelous instrument called Champagne Supernova by Jiggery Pokery Sounds, which is like an emulation of a 1950s synth, kind of synthy organ, kind of synth thing. It's very nice, but you'll get the idea. It sounds very 50s sci-fi. Anyway. And then I overdubbed some of Daniel's
I had a reason for inviting
samples.
each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatrist to typist, and from drunk to jet pilot. They share one thing. They all need money. Now let's see if they're brave enough to earn it.
And there's another little vocal stuff comes in here.
In spite of my wife's faith in my ability to do the impossible, we will all have to stay in this house until 8 o'clock in the morning. But we have some party favors for you.
Okay. So for this one, right?
Each guest, I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatry, each guest, I wanted each guest, each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatry.
Awesome.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatry, each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatry, each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatrist to typist.
Okay. So we then could connect.
Each
say,
guest,
this
I wanted kind of a cross-section. Ability to do the impossible.
This one.
We will all have 8 o'clock.
And this one.
But we have some party favors.
And this one maybe. So the chances of
a
jump are quite good. This is always your start, but you can...
Each guest. I wanted kind of a cross.
You can shuffle the start backwards. So if I shuffle this backwards like that, well, that's shuffling that actually. So looks like I can't shuffle the actual loop, but I can shuffle the points in the loop. Okay.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatry, ability to do the impossible. We will all have to stay in this house until 8 o'clock.
And then on a couple of these here, let's go to our warp and just quickly make a randomization for that. So let's play. Oh, actually, let's make a couple for a few others that don't have talking in them.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatry to o'clock in the morning. But we have some party favors for you in these little coffins.
Hopefully, there we go. Awesome. But then we could use our sequencer to randomize it.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatry, ability to do the impossible. We will all have to stay in this house until 8 o'clock in the morning. But we have some party favors for you. They share one thing. They all need money.
Connecting this one to all of the others
let's see
now.
if
So
they're brave
even
enough
more
to
random
do it.
stuff. It's epic. So now we could
They're brave enough to earn it. I had a reason for inviting you.
and then we could further. It's best to stop it when you're changing sectors. I had a couple of crashes. Right, okay. Random.
8 o'clock in the morning. But
See how complicated it starts to look.
ability to do the impossible. Each guest, I wanted kind of a cross. In spite of my wife's faith in my...
So there you go. I'm going to play a few more projects for you as well. So this one is again from Hill House. Yes, I'm sure. And I've already started to play with this one, but it's music. So really, it could go anywhere. It's impossible to tell. And we could go nuts and randomize all these warps by long holding. It's hours of fun. Let's load another project in. Load project. Haunted house. I've done that one, haven't I? Hydra. Not sure what Hydra sounds like. Let's see. All these samples, by the way, if you're a patron, all these samples are available in the Patreon rewards folder. Consider becoming a patron. It's cost you $1 a month. And you get access to all this stuff, plus tons and tons of other stuff. What's this? Oh, Lost in Time. This might be nice. What's that? So this looks like another one. Yeah, that I've just started. Don't forget you can vary the warp. Another one. It really did quite a few good. Oh, I like this one. I don't think I've done a great deal to this one neither. These are ones I set up to show you the app, you know. Things we can do. Randomize all this. Don't forget, no warps now because we're on memory slot 2 and there's nothing in it. Back to normal. Awesome stuff. It's just so cool. Let's save that, shall we? Because that sounded really good. Save. Guys, if you're watching this via premiere, thank you very, very much for joining me this evening. If you're watching this at any other time, thank you for watching anyway. Don't forget to strike the like, subscribe, consider becoming a patron. It really is, it's good value. And yeah, I'll see you later. So awesome stuff. I'll play out now for another couple of minutes with a couple of more projects that I put in. And I will see you all later. Thanks, ta-da. Oh, hopefully you now know how it all works and it's all been a bit demystified and it's easy to understand once you understand what everything does. One thing, this is the master volume.